Hello and welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about Crunchyroll. Now, I know you guys are going to say, why are you talking about Crunchyroll? And you said it was like the worst way to watch anime. And do you still stand by that? Honestly, kind of. I have mixed thoughts about Crunchyroll, but first, let me explain why I even got it in the first place, mainly for convenience sake, because Crunchyroll is just a lot more convenient than piracy sites. I've been using piracy sites for a while. I kind of hinted I was using a piracy site in my best ways to watch anime video, but I'll just admit it right now, yes, I use piracy sites, because, who doesn't really to watch a bunch of anime, but yeah. First of all, the reason why I switched is because, again, Crunchyroll is a lot more convenient. When you want to watch, like, multiple seasons of a specific show, on piracy sites, you have to, like, tediously go to, like, oh, this one season, and then you have to back out of it, and then go to it, like, a separate other season entirely. Meanwhile, on Crunchyroll, there's just a simple drop-down menu, and that's it. Like, it's pretty convenient. And also, just the loading times for watching anime itself are a lot better on Crunchyroll because there's just not like a bunch of internet traffic like there are on piracy sites. But that's really the big positives out of the way for Crunchyroll. Now let's get to the negatives and the main reason why I have like a bunch of mixed feelings on it. The big reason why, honestly, might be going back to piracy sites is because Crunchyroll just has like absolutely awful fucking subtitles. I don't know why, but like almost every single episode I've watched on Crunchyroll has had some sort of subtitle issue, whether that be kind of out of sync subtitles where a character's saying something, but it actually gets displayed as a subtitle like half a second later, sometimes even a second later. Like just the subtitles can be majorly out of sync. And then other times, there's just straight up just like one word or just entire lines that are just missing from the subtitles. I don't know how this could even happen, especially when you're paying a subscription price. You know, you'd expect the subtitles to be better than most piracy sites, but no, it seems like they're just kind of worse, which is just, again, baffling to me because you're paying a subscription price for worse subtitles. And also, you can't change the fonts, which is really dumb. But I will say that the overall, like, just the layout of the subtitles, what I mean by that is just like, they're easier to follow, if that makes sense. Like, if there's, like, for example, like a sign where it's saying something in Japanese and it's like a little bit like hovering above on the actual show, the subtitle will just hover above the sign. It won't like stay on the bottom like it's kind of accustomed to on piracy sites. So that's cool. I like that the subtitles like actually follow what is actually happening on screen. That's cool. But still, again, just overall, just the subtitles and how fast they're displayed is just not as great as they are on piracy sites. And I'm not saying that piracy sites just can't get subtitles wrong, because there was one episode I watched of a show where the subtitles were just completely out of sync. However, if that's the case, you can just find another piracy site and then just watch it there. Like, it's not a huge deal, or you can just change to a different server if you really have to. But, like, you have a lot of options if a subtitle is wrong. But if you're paying a subscription price for Crunchyroll, you kind of just have to deal with it if the subtitle issues do happen. I'm not saying that, some like subtitles go like completely out of sync where it's like unwatchable. I haven't had that happen, fortunately. But still, again, it's just like the little things where the subtitles are just kind of slightly delayed, or there's just like one line missing. And most of the time, I will admit, the lines that are being missed by the subtitles aren't like super important. For example, like when just names are shouted or names are being called, most of the time that's when the subtitles are missing. But still, there's still sometimes where a character says like one single word that's actually pretty important, or at least sounds important, but I can't even tell because, again, the subtitle is missing, which is just, again, I don't know why this happens. Like, I don't know, man. And also just the lack of overall getting to choose. You're just kind of locked in with whatever. You can really only choose English or Japanese audio quality, and that's it. There's not really many other options. Meanwhile, again, on piracy sites, you can change like the font. You can like put it in picture by picture mode. You can do a lot of shit on piracy sites. Meanwhile, on again Crunchyroll, you're just very limited in terms of options. Where I just hope they give more options because like you just don't have many right now. And I think users deserve it because limiting people, especially when they're paying a subscription price, is not really a good thing, at least in my opinion. But yeah. But overall, I mean, Crunchyroll is just pretty convenient. That's the main reason why I honestly might just be sticking with it. I don't know. I'm still deciding on whether I or not I want to actually just keep it for now or just switch to a piracy site again. If they do actually change the monthly subscription price next year, no, I'm dipping immediately. But if it's still the same price, then I don't know. I might just keep it for now. Maybe even going into next year because again, it's just more convenient to watch. And also, there's also not the risk, of course, a big up that Crunchyroll has over piracy sites is, of course, you don't have to worry about like super fucking sketchy ads, like just going everywhere on your screen. And I know this isn't really a big deal on mobile, however, I'm still kind of sketched out going on piracy sites on a PC. Even if I have ad blocker on, I'm still like, I'm still kind of wary. So that's another thing. Just watching anime on Crunchyroll would be a lot better on PC, especially. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't have a whole lot else to say. Just I have mixed feelings about Crunchyroll. Oh, and also one more thing before I go. The selection is pretty good. However, you would kind of expect that because Crunchyroll kind of has a monopoly over the anime streaming service scene. But yeah, their selection is pretty good. But it still doesn't meet piracy selection as well. That's another thing that piracy has over Crunchyroll. It's just the selection is even bigger than Crunchyroll, even though Crunchyroll already has a huge selection. But, again, like piracy sites have things that just Crunchyroll couldn't even get the rights to. Piracy sites just have those. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to say, but that's basically it. I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. So I will see you guys later. Goodbye.